Kaiser to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Let's go!
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go! Black round! Black round! Here we go!
The play clock's running down. Second down, Kaiser. And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go!
They'll throw here. Kaiser steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Kamale Correa, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Here we go!
Now Kaiser. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he missed it. It's no good. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Flacco here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Play action. Flacco. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. To throw, Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Kaiser now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll go with Woodhead to start the drive. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Flacco to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. On the ground, this is Woodhead. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Woodhead. There he goes inside the 30. Danny Woodhead. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Danny Woodhead, his first touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Kaiser. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Johnson on the counter. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Kaiser now on second down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ohio.
Kaiser. Pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin the drive with GOIN-HAM. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Flacco off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception, Kaiser, the throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On play action, Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down, Flacco now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Flacco flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Flacco will take to the air again. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And they're going to go soft on the corners. A first down throw for Kaiser. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they start the second half with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Kaiser to throw it. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion. He
steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Flacco here on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Flacco. And it's brought in by Pitta. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Throwing here on first down. Flacco dumps it off to Woodhead. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Kaiser now. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start on the ground here with Woodhead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And hauled in by Pitta. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go pass again with Flacco, eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run it with Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kamale Correa in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long for Kaiser. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. To return, here's Michael Campanero. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now toss play. It's Woodhead. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Danny Woodhead with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he fires Fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 23. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now it's Woodhead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They run again with Woodhead, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Flacco. Man open left side is Brown. And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 27. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Kaiser over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Kaiser now on second down. That's Njoku over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Hard throw, incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll toss it to Woodhead, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Flacco. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Woodhead. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. With Woodhead, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the fourth quarter, the Jets have just scored to take the lead over the Patriots. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They go to Johnson again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Johnson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cleveland, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.